Hey, what's up, everybody? I didn't even think you guys would be hopping on since I just literally threw this together at the last second. I'm gonna hang out. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I got to work on tomorrow's podcast with Mike, where we're gonna do a deeper dive into Trump's mental decline. We're also going to talk about the Heritage Foundation and how the Heritage Foundation is the ones running everything behind the scenes. They are the shadow government. I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I'm being dead serious, y'all. So, the purpose of this episode is hey, Doctor Who fan, look at you starting the day off proper. Love you. Love you so much. You guys are so supportive. So, this is the goal for today's podcast. Okay, so we went to DC once. I've committed to going to DC again. We are joining with American Opposition there to they're one of the ones that are actually organizing the event. So we will be there. I have their phone numbers, I have their email addresses. I've been in contact with them to go ahead and meet up with them on the day. So I should have really good seats or a really good position to be able to live stream the entire thing. And I'm hoping to be able to interview some people as well. And my 20-year-old son is committed to going with me to Washington, D.C. I've been asking him to go to a protest all year now, and he wants to go to Washington with me, which would be extremely special for me, just because my dad used to take me to Washington D.C. all the time, so to take my son to the Capitol would be very special. So while we're on here, I don't have a lot planned. Honestly, I'm just going to be hanging out. I have some videos that I need to edit and cut for tomorrow's show, so you guys are going to be able to see how I find videos, what I do to download them, edit them, format them properly, all that stuff. So I got a lot of work to do, and I'm just gonna live stream the whole thing. Live streaming seems to be the new thing here. So as you can see behind me, this is my fundraiser that we are trying to raise money for. I don't want to show the names just because you guys know who you are, and I've thanked you a million times over. But I'd rather not show your names just because you know safety reasons, obviously, in this current environment. Your safety is definitely one of my top concerns. So, but this is for June 6th. Um, Going down, probably going to stay the night on the 5th. I still haven't even reserved hotels because I don't have the money raised yet to do it. And if there's going to be as many people as they're saying, it could be a massive event, tens of thousands of people. So I'm concerned about getting a hotel. So that's what this fundraiser is all about. Trying to raise money. I am trying to raise money. I'm trying to raise $1,000. We're only at 155 bucks. Thank you to those that have donated so far, and I really appreciate you. Actually, we have a couple different fundraisers. We have one 4-hour show that we've had for like a year and a half. We've been trying to raise 10 grand to go towards the podcast, and we've raised almost three. And as a result, the computer, the microphones, the cameras, like all that stuff is because you guys are donating and helping us out. For those of you who have been watching from the beginning, we started this show with two basic ass laptops that were not meant for streaming. And we are now, doing on site broadcasts. We've come a long way in a year and a half, and it's a lot of it's thank you, thank you very much. A lot of it's because of you guys keeping us going. So I don't know how good this is gonna do on TikTok. I'll probably get a violation for doing it, but that's the other fundraiser that we have. So, but if you go to our link tree, I have this one at the top, the one specifically for Washington D.C. because that's my main focus right now is to get to D.C. And I want my son to see what it's like to be at a big protest. He doesn't even like being around a lot of people, so the fact that he's going is a big deal for me, and I want to be able to, you know, take him down to show him a good time and meet some people. He can help me with my camera. I'll be able to do interviews and shit like that because normally I'm operating the camera at the same time. It's hard to, be on camera and operating it at the same time. So hopefully he can help me out with that. I'll take all my mobile stuff with me. It'll probably be a mobile stream, not a mobile broadcast like we did at the last rally because I don't have a laptop to use. Last time we borrowed somebody's and Mike brought his, but I don't have an actual laptop. So it'll most likely be a mobile stream, which is fine. Which is fine. I don't, I have a S24 Ultra, so that'll be fine for that. So, but this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to raise money today, and I'm gonna stay on for as long as I can. I hate doing long streams, especially when I have anything planned. But the hell, you know what I mean? You do what you got to do, right? So, if you guys see anything, if you go to our link tree in the description of this video, it's on our bio, anywhere you want to find it, it's on. Click on a link tree. First link will be this fundraiser right here for Washington, D.C. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys for your help so far. And we'll see what we can do today. So, that's our goal. But, yeah, so tomorrow's show, we're going to be talking about. Oh, do you guys see this today? I know I'm not doing news breakdowns right now, but I don't know if you guys saw this. Yeah, Elon Musk is being a dick. So this guy's pretending that he's getting away from politics when in fact he's been installing, allegedly, his really glitchy Grok AI into government systems. I mean, seriously, really, this is what we're doing. Is this what we're doing now? What's up, Jeanette? How are you? Why is this not showing up on my screen? Hold on one second. Chat box. You should be able to see it. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Hold on one second. Why is that? Live chat duo. You know what? Let me just add a different chat. Chat box. There we go. All right, so take that. Give me 1 second here. Moving the chat over to above my head so I can see it. Yeah, what's up, Jeanette? Doctor Who fan. Appreciate you guys coming on. Like I said, I don't have anything planned. I just felt like coming on, chatting with you guys. You guys always cheer me up when I'm having a rough day. And go over some news. And I gotta download videos. You guys are gonna be able to see me in action. It's not very exciting. Not gonna be able to narrate what I do the whole time. So a lot of you's gonna be just staring at my screen. Download. This is so weird. I'm not used to streaming. But anyway, getting back to this. Yeah, it looks like one person familiar with the matter told Reuters that Doge had begun using a customized version of Grok, an AI chatbot developed by Musk, which is owned by the billionaire, to do their work. So that's their idea of government efficiencies. They want to install glitchy AI bots into all of our sensitive systems. So chances are they're just stealing our information and destroying everything from inside. I'd be surprised if everything doesn't get screwed up. I mean, FAA is already screwed up. So what's the next? Social Security payments? He's got his fingers in that. He has all our information. You know what I'm saying? At least it's early for you tonight. Oh, that's right. You're like 5, 6 hours ahead of me, aren't you? Oh my God, it's like 10 o'clock where you're at already. So yeah, so if you're watching on TikTok, we do have a YouTube channel. It's hard to get, for some reason, it's really hard getting people to cross platforms just to click subscribe or whatever. But this is our YouTube channel. For those of you that don't know, if you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching on TikTok, we've got, I don't know how many videos, 697 videos. I don't even think that's any. Let me look at my TikTok page. How many videos have I put on TikTok? Does it say how many videos? No, I bet you it's more than that. 700 videos almost, or well, that's crazy. But here's our link tree, and you can see right at the top. If you click that, it takes you right to the fundraiser. Nice, easy, simple. I don't have the other one on there yet, but you can also look at our merch on our link tree. The Rally Against Fascism is the one we helped organize in Washington, D.C. And if you want any more information on Fight Against Fascism, FAFO, it's fightingagainstfascism.org. You can go to their website. They're the ones doing the one in Atlantic City. Tom and everybody are doing the ones in Atlantic City. Am I in any of these pictures? What? I'm not in any of these pictures. These sons of bitches. I gotta talk to you guys about that. Where's Tom? Is he online? We gotta talk. Oh, view more photos. Nope, still not me. Still not me. Come on, man. Come on, man. I was the man behind the camera. So, but yeah, for FAFO, I love it. Fightagainstfascism.org. And I will be at that one in Atlantic City. I'm going to stay with Tom, which is this guy right here. I'll be staying with him and his wife and his dog, which they only live a half an hour away from Atlantic City. So it's kind of nice. I could go, and all I really need is gas money. You know, I'm sure they'll feed me. And the day of, yo, what's up, Derek? Thanks for subscribing, buddy. Nice to see you. Yeah, so this is fightagainstfascism.org. It's a grassroots organization. They're trying to raise money as well. If you want any more information on that, their mission, their recap, how to get a hold of them, all that stuff, upcoming events. So, yep, no King's Day, Atlantic City, June 14th. I will be there. And then you can go down and there's different ways of donating. Oh, I do have my Cash App in the description of the video as well if anybody doesn't like to use GoFundMe for whatever reason. But on our link tree, you can also find our description, which is simple. We are the most unapologetically anti-fascist and anti-racist podcast on the internet, dedicated to restoring democracy and defending the freedom of all people. That is our mission. That is our purpose. And we do not apologize for our sometimes radical opinions. Oh, I do have the other GoFundMe on there. And I see that oh no, never mind. Our TikTok's on here, Blue Sky. You can get on James's Instagram, Mike's Instagram. You can go on my Instagram and follow us on every other platform that we're on. I'm on Twitter, but I don't really use it. The only reason I even have a Twitter account anymore is because that's where I get most of my videos from. Because the only tool I like on Twitter that actually works is the search bar. You can literally type in what you're looking for, and it'll most likely pull up the same thing. It's like Google. It works really well. Other than that, it's a complete shithole. Also, we have merch if you guys are interested. I got to delete one of these. Like this one I just made just because I was bored. It's not bad, but it's not like great. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not bad. But fight fascism, defend freedom is kind of our mantra, if you will. I don't know if that's the right word for it. This is my favorite though. I was a big fan of NWA growing up, so I came up with activism with attitude. I thought that was pretty good. And there's a warning on the back. So if anybody's curious, they can just read the back of my shirt. We had sweatshirts made for this for when we went to New York and people loved it. But yeah, response to ignorance, so sarcasm. It's got our logo on the side. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that one. I like how it turned out. And then we have one for the Derp State, the one James and I do. This one's hilarious. The Derp State, that's what we call MAGA. But MAGA should stand for morons are governing America. Isn't that appropriate? So this shirt is just the MAGA on the front with the morons are going to the Derp State. I thought it was funny. They're all Under Armour shirts. I got to make different colors and stuff like that. I just don't have the time, bro. I need people to help. I do all this shit on my own. Mike helps with research and doing the overlays and stuff like that, but like the technical stuff and all the social media, we have like 12 social media accounts I have to manage on my own. Clips, I make my own clips, I make my own videos, I edit all my own shit, and I would love to just be able to concentrate on making content, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having to worry about this, because I bet you half of my time is spent on just random stuff that I really don't feel like doing. I'm so over it. I need help, man. I need help. So if anybody's out there likes to help and clip, like that's what I would really like people to do is clip our shows, moments from our shows, because that's what streamers do to get big. They have people. You're 6 hours ahead. Thank you for the 50 Danish kroners. I love it. You're 6 hours ahead. I was right on the money. Huh? I used to live in Germany when I was a kid. I think they're 8 hours ahead, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, that's cool. I have a fan in Australia who actually read my book when my book was out, and she loved it for some reason. I thought it was funny. It's weird having fans, or not fans, but it's weird having followers from other countries. Yeah, I'm sure I give a very interesting, introspective point of how what life is like in America, right? I bet you, yeah. Yeah. I try and keep it interesting, but I try and keep it real at the same time. I don't. You guys know this right now. I don't sugarcoat a damn thing. That's why I turn all my ad revenue stuff off, which I shouldn't, because obviously I need to make money doing this. So ad revenue is like the whole reason you get monetized on YouTube. But we kept getting in trouble for videos that we're showing, like copyright violations. Not copyright violations, but they would make it so you can't monetize that video off of somebody else's, even if it's 30 seconds out of an entire hour long show, which is stupid. Or if there's any music, any copyright, YouTube is terrible about copyrighted music, man. If you use copyrighted music on YouTube, forget it, man. Your video will get yanked in a heartbeat. And then you have to appeal it and hope it comes through. Some of it takes 30 days. It's just a big old pain in the ass. But so if you want our podcast, boom, right there on the link tree. Takes you right to our YouTube channel. We started it. I was making shorts. I wasn't podcasting, but we started our account with 89 subs, I think, a year and a half ago. And we're up to 3,370. I think almost 3,880, which I think is good. I think is good. I mean, I wish it would be more, obviously, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to help, build our channel at the same time, hang out with you guys. All our information's on there. I need to put our email in there. We do have an email address if anybody's interested. It's just the VOR podcast and gaming at gmail.com. So if you guys ever want to know somebody that could maybe you think be a good guest that would vibe with us or whatever, tell them. Is it on Spotify? We have a Spotify account, but the problem is you can't go live on Spotify unless they changed anything. I think they're going to end up being a live streaming service. But you can then, what happens is we'll do a show live, and then I have to go on YouTube and download the hour-long video on my computer, which is a big file. And then I have to re-upload it to Spotify, which takes time. And I did a couple, we are on Spotify, and I've uploaded a couple videos, but honestly, I'm at my limit with all this social media shit. I just can't keep up with it anymore. You know what I mean? I would love. See, that's the thing though with Spotify. They're missing the boat because live streaming is the new medium. Like live streaming is the way to go. Like Kai Cenat doing that. I would love to meet that kid, man. I would love to meet that kid. I got mad respect for him. He's doing that streamer university. Hold on, let me show you guys. This shit is legit, man. He actually is taking big and small streamers and giving them all opportunities to learn at an actual streaming university. So here in a little while, I'm going to start looking for videos for tomorrow's show. We're on the platforms we are on. We are on Twitch. We're on TikTok, but we don't broadcast our live streams to TikTok because of usually the language and content. It gets so suppressed that it barely gets any views. So usually the news recaps I only do on Twitch and YouTube. The podcast Mike does on his Instagram page. Both of our Facebook pages, Twitch and YouTube. Which I actually like Twitch more than I like YouTube. But we don't have any subscribers on Twitch. I've never actually focused on doing content for Twitch. But now with the gaming mixed in with the live streams, the podcasts, the news, like I'm trying to reach a different audience. Because we have to focus on the crowd again that didn't vote, and we have to focus on the crowd that is about to vote in next year. You know what I mean? We got to make sure that our voting age kids are aware of the consequences of their vote. And I never understood it. I didn't vote until Obama. I never voted in my entire life. If people talked about politics, I would walk away. I used to be a car salesman, and every time a customer would bring up politics, I would change the subject. But let me go to the Streamer University. This is really cool if you guys haven't seen this, but yeah, so what he's done is he's taken, see, I don't like how they're putting the stake ad on it though, because that's just a gambling website, which is a toxic part of streamers, especially on stream platforms like Kick. Kick is just toxic as hell. That's where Aiden Ross streams. He's just a douchebag. Doctor Who fan, another $2. Xbox or PlayStation? Xbox for real. People, yeah, that's still such an argument. But Xbox is gonna crush PlayStation because now they're gonna have Steam on their next platform, which is huge. If they're gonna be able to play, because that means they'll be able to play PlayStation exclusives on the Xbox, which is cool. But I think they've agreed to put like Gears of War and stuff like that on the PlayStation as well. So maybe the console wars is over. I don't know. Um, you know what? Let's follow Streamer University. How does it only have 41 or 47,000 followers? All right, so if you guys don't know, this is Streamer University. Kai Sinat is the guy right there in the middle with the keeps moving.
Well, well, well. If it ain't the Asian fuck. Nigga, I'm trying to get to class, bro.
Oh, me too, but I went to the wrong spot.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where's the gym at?
So we actually, I forget, it's at Ohio, I think. They actually use it on a college campus to do this. But it's really cool. So big and small streamers are able to come learn, especially because I think a big thing for streamers is monetization. Like, obviously, if you're streaming, you want to monetize it somehow in order to continue streaming. Like, that's the whole point. You're leaving by. Oh, no, you're a PlayStation person. So this is really cool. I'd love to meet this guy and interview him. He's not into politics. He's not into politics, but I like what he does. He lifts people up. Like, this is the type of shit we need. He uses his money and his influence to help others become successful in a positive way too. And you know, so yeah. All right, let's go back to. Uh, uh, all right, so I'll leave that up, I guess. I don't really know what to do here. I don't really know what to do here. I gotta find videos. All right, so I'm gonna start working on tomorrow's show. First thing I gotta do is we've done so many videos about the Heritage Foundation because I've been obsessed with them since I started this podcast because I knew something was off with this whole thing. But we've done. You can see this is my file folders of all the episodes that we've done. Every folder has videos, and the problem is my filing system for this is shit. So it's not like I can just look something up. Hey, Pamela, nobody knew about this stream because I didn't even know about the stream. I just decided at 3:15 that I want to go live at 4 o'clock. So I'm doing a fundraiser to try and get me and my son down to Washington, D.C. It'll be his first time in D.C. and his first time at a protest. So I'm surprised he wants to go. So we got to just get hotels and food and all that happy shit. DC's expensive, man. Don't ever, if you go to DC, get gas before you go to DC. That shit's like $5 a gallon in DC. I don't know what Donald Trump's talking about. It's $1.98. If anybody can send me a picture of gas at $1.98, please do. Please do. That would be fantastic. We'd love to see it. So now what I got to do is literally click through all these and figure out which ones I want. And then we're also going over Donald Trump's obvious mental decline tomorrow too. So half the show is going to be just making fun of Donald Trump and how mush brain he is at this moment, and then the other half of the show we're going to deep dive into the Heritage Foundation. And then Tuesday, Mike is really digging into the big beautiful bill because we've realized that it's Project 2025 in law form. Like that's what they're going to use to enact everything in Project 2025 is this big beautiful bill because they keep sliding shit under the radar. Yeah. And I think yesterday I misspoke. I think I said Medicare yesterday when I meant Medicaid a few times. So I do apologize about that. I don't want to misinform anybody, but you guys see me sometimes. I just start to ramble or I get heated and freaking. It's so easy to misspeak with all this stuff. It's so much, man. My brain is so full. My brain is so full. All right, so let's start with Let me think. We started in November 2020. January. Where's January? Yeah, we got plenty of videos of Trump with Epstein. We can play that. Oh, you know what? I just realized what we're going to do. He's been doing the double dick dance forever. Oh, who's that? Ooh. Who's that? Oh, I wonder if this is why the Epstein files haven't been released. Like, why can't MAGA get it through their head that these guys were homies? They were BFFs. Blood brothers. Touching at the tip. You know what I'm saying? Like that, these guys were tight for 15 years and you guys are in denial of his involvement. I could probably find more pictures and videos of Epstein and Trump together than Trump with his own fucking kids. Epstein, release the Epstein files. We need proof. You need more proof. You need more proof that this is what you elected into office. I can't say the word because we're on TikTok. I can say the word PDF file. That's okay. TikTok doesn't mind that. But, you know, you guys want more proof. Fuck off. It's so delusional. All right, so I know what we're going to do now. We're going to go through all these videos, and then we're going to watch some that I've made over the years. That's actually a good idea. Here's a good one of George Carlin, but every time I play it, I get a freaking violation. Lincoln Project. I have a ton of Lincoln Project videos. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. I'm keeping this one out. All right. So Donald Trump once, I don't know if you guys ever remember this, but Donald Trump once told scientists that he thinks they're wrong, that he thinks the science is wrong. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but listen.
That science is going to be key, because if we ignore that science and sort of put our head in the sand and think it's all about vegetation management, we're not going to succeed together protecting Californians.
Okay, it'll start getting cooler. You just watch.
I wish science agreed with you.
Hey, well, I don't think science knows, actually.
He doesn't think science knows. He doesn't think science knows. Okay, that's what, yeah, that's who we have in the office. That's who we have in the office. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. This is a good video. Oh, man, Marjorie Taylor Greene's dick obsession. I wonder what that, I can't remember what that video is, but let's watch it.
I ask unanimous consent to enter information for the record.
What's the information?
Oh, my God.
State the information.
Thank you.
I reserve the right to object. The minority has not provided a copy of the material for the record.
All right, so just a reminder, she got reelected. She spent the last 2 years investigating Biden and showing off Hunter Biden's dick pics. That's what this woman did.
In the past, she's displayed pornography. Is pornography allowed to be, or pornographic photos allowed to be displayed in this committee room, Mr. Chairman?
It's not pornography.
Okay, well, you're the expert. How do you?
I'm not an expert, Mr.
Seems
Rathman.
like it.
Mr. Chairman, I object to the unanimous
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Chairman, and it's marked
Mr.
out.
Chairman,
These
point of
are
parliamentary
marked
inquiry.
out, showing
Point of
proof
parliamentary inquiry,
of
Mr.
proof
Chairman.
of Mann
Okay.
Act violations.
Uh,
Democrats should not be
Okay.
offended by pictures.
Dude, that woman is obsessed with genitals. She's absolutely obsessed with genitals. It's actually weird. Oh, you know what? I used to have fun playing. I used to make clips for those of you guys who have been watching the show very long, where I mix in the movie Idiocracy with Donald Trump.
But we're also going to place strong protections to stop banks and regulators from trying to debank you from your political beliefs, what they do. They want to debank you, and we're going to debank Think of this.
I got a 3-point plan to fix
Everything.
I think cognitively, I'm better than I was 20 years ago. I don't know why.
He's got a higher IQ than any man
This guy is like unbelievable, the job he's doing. We have to stop him. He's a genius. That was a word. Then they said, this is one of the dumbest human beings ever.
He's gonna fix everything.
I used to drive a Rolls Royce, and now I drive in an Army tank. But you know, the Army tank costs more money than the Rolls Royce. So,
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
look, I got to take it because I got to shut it up. And I took it,
Come on, give me some
and I
credit.
aced it.
And we're stuck with the dumbest people in history.
If you have one bucket that holds 2 gallons and another bucket that holds 5 gallons, how many buckets do you have?
Come on, now that's classic, right? I gotta pull that out too. All right, so now I'm starting to realize what I'm doing with this episode. All right, cool. All right, let's go to January 28th, 2024. What are we talking about there? Elon appropriating Germany. Oh, this is January 8th, 2025. Derp. All right, January 27th. EU announced an investment. I saw that, Jeanette. That's huge. That's huge. Because what's going to happen, and this is going to destroy us, because everybody comes here because of the higher education system. You know, people from all over the country. I think there's a princess, like the future queen of Denmark. Yeah, I think Denmark, right? The future queen of Denmark may not be able to go to Harvard anymore because of her immigration status. That's fucking insane. So what's going to happen with the European Union? This is smart. They're going to invest in education, and then people, doctors, scientists, researchers, everything you can possibly think of is going to end up going into Europe. So Europe will be the hub of higher education where America used to be, because Donald Trump is literally trying to rewrite history and ban wokeness at college campuses. So yeah, Jenna, that's huge. That's a huge freaking deal. That I don't know people even, I don't think people really even understand the ramification of what's going to happen. All right, so nothing there. It's January. Let's go to February. I really need to learn how to fucking organize these better. We got Matt Gaetz' scandal we covered. Greg Kelly talking shit about Taylor Swift. Donald Trump's obsession with Taylor Swift is so weird. It's so weird. Matt Gaetz is a pervert. I heard he's having a rough time right now. Don Jr. Hyperspeed. Oh, this is a good video. This is a great video. This is Don Jr.'s podcast that he hosts. I forget what it's called. It'll say on here. But he hosts it on like Rumble. Like because he's banned everywhere. You know what I mean? They're all banned everywhere because of their beliefs and their shit. So yeah, watch this. He's high as fuck.
The left doesn't actually believe in democracy or freedom of speech. Those are talking points, folks.
You know what's funny about a Don Jr. episode is I've watched a whole one, and it's like you can see the medication slowly kicking in more and more as the episode goes on. And then he starts to slur his words, and I think this is where he says, he's trying to say home ownership, but he says home ownership.
It sounds good. You're allowed to believe and say anything that you want as long...
And then his voice keeps going, as long?
as long as it goes in line.
It reminds me of one of those like 1950 gangsters in a movie. Man, see? Prices of houses, see? Yeah.
With the Democrat narrative.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Like, if you take out
I've made all these videos
the
myself.
basic necessities to survive, inflation is basically stagnant. Yeah. The price of a hair curler...
A hair curler.
Maybe has come down a little bit. The highest interest rates to combat this inflation, the high interest rates combating the inflation, has made home ownership almost impossible for many Americans.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points.
May God have mercy on your soul. Sorry, I've watched way too many movies that I can actually recite word for word sometimes. Ferris Bueller's Day Off, bro, that was my shit. Every time I stayed home from school, I would watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off growing up. Like, I would wear that. I wore my VCR tape out. For those of you who don't know, the VCR tapes, like the thing below here, where is it? Like right there. That's like cassette tape. That's a cassette tape. But you get the point. It's kind of like that for you youngins that don't know. Like, we used to have to carry, remember the days of carrying CD cases in your car? Like, you'd have that big-ass book. It weighed like 50 pounds because you had every CD that you owned in it. And you would try so hard to organize it. Like, we would, I think that's why we're such good drivers, is because we were able to multitask. Because we'd be driving in the city, shifting the gears because we had a manual transmission, and then switching CDs every other song at the same time. So maybe that's why I'm such a good driver. I've never been in an accident to this day. Motorcycle accident, yeah, I fucked myself up on a motorcycle once. Oh my God. You guys, all right, so you guys want to see how crazy these people are? Here is Mike Johnson, where he claims that he's talking to God and that he's the new Moses. They think Donald Trump is a divine sent whatever. They really do. They really do. I believe they truly believe it. Somehow, some way, a deviant like Donald Trump. I can only say so much on TikTok. But yeah, this is crazy. Watch this. Doctor Who fan, same age. Cuckoo. He's talking to God, people. They think they're talking to God. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene, it claims she's a good Christian. Really? Ooh, Lauren Boebert and the handy in the theater. I forgot all about that. You guys remember that? Lauren Boebert just giving out hand jobs in a public theater where children were watching Beetlejuice. Yeah, party of family value, those, right? Trump likes them young. Some of these titles are interesting. Yeah. Trump talks about his body. What the fuck? Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to be looking for videos for tomorrow. I'm out trying to be entertaining with you guys. All right, so let's see what we got here. I have a few hundred videos, so... Oh my God, the Trump sneakers. Jeanette Greenland gives Trump the F. Yeah, thank God. We're a joke right now. I get it. It's embarrassing. It is, man. I used to be proud to be an American, and now I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Carrie Lake. God, that's another one. That's another one. Water pressure and migrants. Donald Trump also has a weird obsession with water pressure that I've never understood.
They come out with faucets where no water comes out. You know, if you go and buy a home, and they know what I mean, the showers, you stand under a shower and there's no water coming, and you're saying you end up standing there 5 times longer.
But they want that. They want the dishwashers to be changed. All of that is part of the agenda.
So in Ohio, you have a great company that came to me, a dishwasher company, one of the biggest and finest companies, but they were going out of business. They said, we're not allowed to use water.
How do you plan to deport the millions of people? I mean, there's probably 12, 13 million people under Biden alone that have come here. And how will it work?
It's going to work that we get the bad ones out first. They're coming in from prisons. They're coming in from jails and mental institutions.
How will you find them?
We're going to...
Okay. Donald Trump thinks people seeking asylum is the same thing as people coming from insane asylums. Okay, that's where he gets this stuff from. Like, he hears asylum, he goes, oh God, these crazy people are being released from insane asylums. No, dipshit. They're coming into the country seeking asylum. Totally different thing. Yeah, anyway, he's a moron. He's an idiot. He truly is. Like, he is so stupid. What else do we got? So how's everybody doing? How's the weather in Denmark? It's cold as shit here. It's the middle of freaking, it's almost June, and it's not even like 70 degrees out yet. And my thermostat broke. So the last few days I've been waking up in the house, it's like 45 degrees. Here's Steve Bannon, Donald Trump's buddy. He's also another one that threw up the old Yahtzee salute. Okay. Nothing there. We had Fred Wellman on the show. We've had Tennessee Brando on the show, Coach D. We've had so many cool people on the show. It's been amazing being able to meet people. All right, so we're through February. Let's go to March. Okay. DeSantis. DeSantis in heels. These alpha males really do. Makeup and heels. I mean, they hate drag queens. They hate drag queens, but all of them seem to be wearing makeup and heels.
Are you the type of person, like I have people around me that love to say, hey, Pat, you got something between your teeth. These are the annoying people in your life, right? Hey, Pat, pull your zipper up. You know, hey, Pat, do this. Hey, pull one of your socks is lower than.
What are they? I don't even I haven't seen that.
They've not shown this to you. Okay,
No.
what they're trying to say with this is that in your boots, you have heels.
No.
That's what they're trying to say.
Those are just standard off the rack Lucchese.
How tall are you? How tall are you, Governor? How tall?
5'11".
5'11". Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, makeup and heels, y'all. Maybe they're just mad that drag queens look better than them in makeup and heels. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. But yeah. Okay. March 2nd, Nazis at CPAC. Biden visit. I miss Biden. Dude, I miss that old man. I don't give a shit if his brain was mush. Trump waves at migrants at the border like a dumbass. you guys are gonna like this. Mike Lindell is now talking about running for governor of Minnesota against Tim Walz, who everybody loves. There's literally no way Mike Lindell could possibly win against one of the most popular governors in the United States. But here's him. This is him. This is an ad that he made. I believe this is one where he's driving a car in the ad, and you can tell he's not actually driving. I don't know. Because he's looking at the camera the whole time, and the car's like shifting super aggressively, but he's obviously not shifting. Watch. I think it's.
And we're still doing. We still have some of those all-season numbers up at $25 a pair. To thank all of you out there for the great for supporting us through all this. My employees.
What are you looking at, bro?
Our shopping channels. We get attacked every.
Why did they put a soundtrack that is so aggressive? It sounds like he's on a racetrack. He's obviously just behind. It's just a green screen or something. I'm on next to a car. And his high ass is just looking at the camera the whole time. These people are hopeless, man. I want to cry. I want to cry so bad right now, man. These people are insane. What is this? Oh, this is from Mr. Bean. I think I made a montage. Hold on. All right, so just to explain, if you've not Mr. Bean, Johnny English. If you've never seen Johnny English, watch all of them. They're hilarious, but the third one's freaking hysterical. So he is a secret agent for MI 6, 7, 8. I forget what it is, whatever it is. And these pills here, the green ones are like for super energy, basically like super speed, and the red ones are go to sleep. So every time I see Mike Lindell, I just think of this. I can't remember if this is cut in with something else. I've made a lot of custom videos in my last year and a half.
And we're still doing. We still have some of those all-season slippers at $25 a pair to thank all of you out there. For the great, for supporting us through all this. My employees, we've lost all our box stores, our shopping channels. We get attacked every single day.
What?
And my pillow should not have to be attacked when they're protecting companies out there that we never heard the names of before, which I don't need to name all the voting machine companies, but.
Sorry, I amused myself. I like making these videos because I've watched so many movies, and they say watching movies never comes in handy in life. Man, you know how many funny videos I've made cutting movies into this shit? This is so fucking hilarious. I got a bunch. We're going to go through a lot. We're going to go, because I have to go through a year and a half worth of videos. So, again, if you're just joining, this is a fundraising episode. So I'm trying to get we're trying to raise $1,000 to get to Washington, D.C. on June 6th. It's only 2 weeks away. Yeah, about 2 weeks away. My son is going. I want him to go. He's 20 years old. He doesn't get out of the house much, and he's agreed to go to Washington, D.C. with me. It's very special for me because my dad took me. D.C. is a very special place for me as a kid. I grew up there for part of my life when my dad was stationed there. And yeah, so that's what we're doing. If you guys want to donate, the Linktree information is in the description of the video. It's in my bio. And the top link of the Linktree, I can pull that up, is for the event. So this here is the one for supporting the live stream, because that's what we're going down to do. My son's going to help with the camera. I'm putting him to work, man. Put my kid to work. I've been wanting to get him involved. This is a great way for him to get involved and meet some amazing people and just see what the community looks like. And this is supposed to be huge. This is nationally promoted by some very big people. We had one of the organizers on our show. Carlos was on our show from American Opposition. And I have their phone numbers and emails. They've invited me to meet some, high-profile people. I don't even know who's going to be there yet. I don't know if they released the information on who's going to be speaking or not, but it's supposed to be massive. And they said once they announce it, it should just be huge. So the whole goal is on D-Day, going there. I want to go to the Vietnam Memorial. I have a relative that's on the Vietnam Memorial. I would like to take a picture with it. Never met the guy. Obviously, it was before I was born. But yeah, so I'm super excited. I'm super excited. For more information on that, I believe you can go to, hold on, let me look for the episode. So this is we did a whole episode on it. Of Carlos Alvarez Arenos from American Opposition. You could go to AmericanOpposition.org or UniteForVeterans.org. I don't know why it's not showing up as a clickable link. That's weird. What the fuck? YouTube? The link tree is. All right, so copy. So, just so you know, American Opposition is a big deal. I would go to AmericanOpposition.org, sign up for their email. I can't remember if I did or not. I'm going to do it right now. So, here is information on the protest that I'm going to go. This is what we're fundraising for right now. Let me minimize this a little bit so I can move it over and you can see the whole thing. Okay. All right, here it is right here, guys. This is what I'm trying to get to. The event, Friday, June 6th, will be the largest coordinated veterans protest in American history. Okay, so you're helping me document American history, is what I'm saying. This is why I want to go. I have to be there. I have to be on the front lines of this. I cannot sit at home knowing this is going on. I want to go there to represent veterans as a veteran myself, but for my father as well, because I think my father would be proud. I think he would be right there with me. I think my father would go with me to this if he was alive. So, all right, so veterans will rally. It's 2 p.m. East Coast time on June 6th. Throughout the day, every state, every capital of every state, there's going to be something going on. I could go to my state capital probably But honestly, it's 2 hours to my state capital, and it's only 4 hours for me to get to DC. So I'd rather just take the extra 2-hour drive and go down there. The only problem is staying the night and getting hotels and shit. And yeah, me and my son are gonna have to share a room, which is fine, no big deal, right? I hear my dogs running around. So yeah, we are fighting for everybody. As veterans, we stand for those that cannot stand for themselves, and we have. I think it's important for veterans to be on the front lines of all this. So, the Unite for Veterans Coalition organized the flagship protest in D.C., while 5051 veterans will lead simultaneous mass mobilizations in all 50 states. I actually have a call tonight with Jasmine from Fight Against Fascism to talk about this specific event. American Opposition will serve as strategic communications, because that's what he does. That's what Carlos does, is strategic communications. He worked for the DOD. Like, this guy is legit, for real. I didn't realize how legit he was until we're like halfway through the show, and I'm like, what the fuck is this guy doing on my podcast? Like, he just seemed like he's way more big time than we were used to, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah. I'm excited. So America, yeah, Unite for Veterans, Unite for America protest. So 5051 is involved. This will be my 7th protest this year. And no, we're not paid by George Soros to go to different protests all over the country. It is all on our dime, and it's not cheap. It depends. I mean, this is a nice thing now. Is if you're close to your state capital, I would say if you're within 2 hours of your state capital, you should go. If you're within 2 hours of your state capital, make a day of it. Go to your state capital. Go to the protest. Let me see. It's usually at the state capitol building. I know the one in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. That's where they've been doing it. So it's usually at the state capitol building. And yeah, it'll be 2 p.m. on Friday, June 6th. And again, this is large. This is massive. So if you're within 2 hours, you've not been to a protest, man, get the fuck out of your house and go. No excuses. You don't need any money. You just need a couple dollars for food and gas, and go. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard if you're within a couple hours. Parking, depending on what city you go to, because DC parking, Jesus Christ, parking is expensive. Parking, everything's expensive in DC. Dude, I bought a soda in the museum like a dumbass, and it was $5 for a can, like a vending machine can of soda. That's crazy. But no, I would highly recommend, if you've not gone, I would go. And if you do go, a couple hints is, chances are nothing's going to happen. You're going to be perfectly safe. But just to be 100% safe, turn off the biometrics on your phone, your thumbprint, your face scanner. Turn all that shit off before you go, just in case. You know what I mean? They can't force you to put in your passcode, but they can hold your phone in front of your face. So I would love to see them trying to get me to put my passcode. Nope. Not happening, bro. Not happening. I don't give a shit who you are and who the president is. You're not getting into my phone. There's no way. But if you go, yeah, do that. Turn off your biometrics and shit, and then like live stream it. Even if you don't live stream, I think I said this yesterday, like whatever platform you're on, if it's Facebook, go hit, live. And then you don't have to be on there doing what I'm doing right now, talking and stuff. You just hold the phone up and just show the crowd and show the environment. But we have to continue. Corporate media is not going to do it. So it's up to us. We have to become the new media, but it's only going to work if we somehow get these algorithms to push this stuff through. But it's just going to get bigger and bigger. This is supposed to be huge, and I'm hoping to see tens of thousands of people. And if I could be up front, I might get you guys a good shot of the crowd. Imagine if I can get up close to the stage and just be able to show you guys what tens of thousands of people looks like. That's exciting. I've never seen a crowd like that in my life in person. Maybe at a concert. I used to go to concerts when I was younger, but I don't think I've ever been to like a stadium concert where there's tens of thousands of people. So, yeah, anyway, again, if you want to donate, you can do so on our GoFundMe. Our link tree is in the description, in the bio. And I'm just going to keep streaming until we get there. Until we get there. Let me go ahead and refresh it. And this is the easiest way to do it. Especially like somebody did donate. Hey, somebody told Pamela, thank you so much. Appreciate your donation. Thank you. I proceed. This is awesome. Thank you. Can I bump up my audio? Yeah, I can bump it up. Here, give me a second. There we go. Give me a second. There, that should be better. That should do it. Pamela, thanks for the donation. Yeah, so we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And I'm going to bring it all to you guys live, unfiltered. If anything pops off, I will not be the one running away. It's like my stupid ass will probably try and figure out what the hell's going on and document it. But like I said, this is historic. This is historic. And never think, when's the last time in history that the people rallied like this against the president of the United States and their administration? This is huge. This is, we have to do this. We have to participate. And it's not boring. It's a lot of fun. You're going to see all kinds of cool people. People dress up for it, like real festive, like make up a lot of the cool signs and be able to see a lot of good pictures, a lot of opportunity to meet new people, like-minded people out in the real world as opposed to the internet. And everybody's there for the same reason. And you can guarantee there will be people that voted for Donald Trump in the audience. Guaranteed. I've already talked to several. At the last local protest I was at, I talked to, I think, 2 or 3 people. I know the one woman said she voted for Donald Trump twice. And now they're out protesting in the streets, which is crazy, right? So it means it's working. People are starting to participate more and more. Yes, there's risks. I'm not going to lie and say like there's no risk involved. Obviously there is, especially when the government's threatening stuff like no due process and freaking Insurrection Act and all that stuff. There's definitely risks. So just be smart and be safe and be prepared. Okay, so next one, here we go. Remember when Katie Britt responded to Biden's State of the Union? It was just so overly dramatic.
Good evening, America. My name is Katie Britt,
and
I have the honor of serving the people of the great state of Alabama in the United States Senate. However, that's not the job that matters
Thank you, Pamela.
most. I am a proud wife and mom of 2 school-aged kids. My daughter Bennett and my son Ridgway are
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did she say Ridgway? Ridgway. What? What? How? Out of all the things you could name your child, you named him Ridgway? That's insane. And then it was funny because SNL did the skit with Scarlett Johansson making fun of her, mocking her. That was great. Oh, here it is right here. If I play it, though, I'll get a violation. Of course. Let me see what other videos I have. I've got tons of videos, man. Oh, my God. Oh, remember this? Remember this is the type of people, like, they would set up an effigy. We're doing it now. That's literally what they would do at rallies. They would make effigies of Joe Biden just to hit it. All right, let me see. Trump mashup final. This should be good.
2 nights ago, we all heard Crooked Joe's angry, dark, hate-filled rant of a State of the Union address. Didn't it bring us together? Remember, he said, I'm going to bring the country together. Sometimes
making fun of his stutter.
Rich. I just posted a $91 million bond, $91 million, on a fake story, totally made up story.
Yeah, he's ranting about that's the case where he assaulted E.G. Carroll. Convicted of, found liable.
I am very humbly asking if you could chip in $5, $10, or even $25. And then, so what happened is she asked me that horrible question about women. Women love me. You know, I protect women. I protect. I know that times could be tough, and they are tough under this horrible president that we have, crooked Joe Biden. Based on false accusations made about me by a woman that I knew nothing about, didn't know, never heard of. I know nothing about her. They, suburban housewives, they want something that's very important, security. They don't want illegal immigrants coming into our country. They don't want illegal...
Is that what suburban housewives worry about? Illegal immigrants coming into their country? I know, I did.
Knocking on their front door and saying, I'm going to use your kitchen and I'm going to use your bedroom, and there's not a damn thing. And that's the nice ones, okay?
Yeah, that's what immigrants do. They walk into your suburban housewife's home and they say, I'm going to use your kitchen. I need my inhaler, man. That's all wheezy. Fuck. What a moron. There's more, guys. This is just March of last year. We had a long way to go. I got to find videos of... I forgot. What am I looking for again? Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Elon Musk being a little baby. He really got exposed for what he is this year. But yeah, that whole tariff thing, it's all bullshit. It's all to help Elon and Starlink. And now we find out Elon Musk's XAI is in our actual sensitive systems. Dropkick Murphys are going to be there. That I know. That's actually on the poster at the rally on June 6th. So that'll be cool. Maybe I can interview them. That would be dope. And I don't give a shit who they are. I'll go up and talk to them. I'll go talk to anybody. I'm not intimidated. Let's see. Trump shanking the golf ball because he sucks at golf. Yeah, it's funny how the only tournaments that he wins are his own. Kyle Rittenhouse, that was another piece of shit. I haven't heard from him lately. What's this?
To every American who wants this country to be strong again, safe again, and successful again, our campaign and our movement is for you. Whether you're a Republican, an independent, or a disillusioned Democrat, and there are many, many of them. Who doesn't love his song, God Bless the USA, in connection with promoting the God Bless the USA Bible? I think about 70% of their party. I'm asking you to join us on this noble quest to save our country and to make America great again. Right now, we're a laughingstock all over the world. All over the world, they laugh and they think it's funny. We don't think it's funny.
Every single person, when I came to them saying, hey, can I get a $500 million bond? Maria, they were laughing.
We're a laughingstock. This is a movement of patriotism and common sense. Every day, more Americans are joining our cause, including record numbers of African Americans, Hispanic Americans, young people, men, women, people with diplomas, people without diplomas.
People with right arms, people with left arms. You're so stupid. Yeah. Yeah, Latinos for Trump. How's that working out for you? Just saying. Not a good choice. We try to warn you. We try to warn you. Oh yeah, there was this.
Everybody.
When was this? March 31st? That doesn't sound right. Maybe it was. Yeah, Elon Musk wearing a cheese head. Another idiocracy one.
Yeah, dumbass. You've been smarter than President Camacho. That's how come he's making you Secretary of Interior.
Okay, so who are you?
I'm the Secretary of Energy.
We won a contest, got to be a cabinet member. I'm the Secretary of State.
Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Why do you keep saying that?
Because they pay me every time I do. It's a really good way to make money. You're so smart, why don't you know that? Motherfucker.
I like using this video to represent how Trump's cabinet got picked.
The Secretary of Defense.
Huh?
And Funbags over there is the Attorney General.
Hi.
And that's Secretary of Education.
Yep, there's Linda
It's kind of
McMahon.
stupid, but President Camacho's stepbrother still does a pretty good job, eh?
You know, I think there's been some kind of mistake, because the test I took was real easy. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Okay? Okay, even if that worked.
TikTok will probably take that down. Oh, that's funny. All right, March. All right, back. Let's go up to April 2nd. Okay. We're getting there. I think I might have got rid of a lot of the old ones. Oh my God, remember when Donald Trump sold gold sneakers during his campaign? Yeah, that happened too, right? That happened too. Oh, another Don Jr. video. All right, let's check this out.
Bridge was attacked. I read an article. I don't know if it's true, or I read a tweet like, you know, there's 2 minutes conveniently missing from the black box on the boat. And like, again, I don't want to be the guy rushing out and saying it was a terrorist attack or a...
Oh, I remember this. This was, remember guys when the Baltimore Bridge got hit by that cargo vessel? They immediately went to, it's terrorism.
Cyber hacking, but like, man, you watch that video in like, you know, sped up, and it's like, there's the power outage, and there's the first correction, and it's like, well, it's not quite perfect on the mountain, so there's another...
Yeah, I told you, Brina, watch the movie, Idiocracy. You're going to laugh your ass off and be like, that's the United States. That is the United States right now. And it's funny because we start, there's the scientists. Oh my God. I just realized there's another parallel. Oh my God. All right. So remember how we were talking about how higher education is going to end up moving to the EU? Well, in the movie Idiocracy, all the scientists, all they concentrate on is hair growth, how to make men's hair longer, and boners. That's what our scientists were focused on. Hair growth and boners. So it's that, and that's probably why. It's because all the scientists and education moved over to the European Union. We're cooked.
The power outage, and it ends up being perfect to hit the thing dead square. And I mean, that's critical infrastructure. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, any diesel mechanics watching right now, but, you know, I don't know much, but I know that, you know, these big diesel engines are, let's just call it, like, really fucking reliable. And it seems odd that one would go out, they could go out just conveniently and, you know, also conveniently within a couple hundred yards of a critical infrastructure bridge that's there for transporting hazardous waste in one of our biggest port areas in the country. Like,
yeah, immediately went to terrorism. No proof whatsoever. These people just jump to the most ridiculous conclusions. It really is absurd. Yeah, he was having fundraisers behind closed doors. Oh, this is a good one. Kid Rock, Donald Trump's buddy, the one that was dressed like Timu Elvis in the Oval Office. This was him on Fox News once. Remember the whole boycott against Bud Light because of the trans influencer on the can? Incredible, right? That's why they were upset. So he was one of the biggest voices of that. And what he would do is post videos of taking his rifles and shooting Bud Light. That's how mad he was. All right, now just watch this video and see if you can catch it before she calls him out on it.
Now I see you're wearing a
Never mind.
Budweiser hat. Like what?
I forgot I cut it right at the beginning. Dumbass is wearing a Budweiser hat.
It was a year ago, right, that you famously posted that video of I think you were shooting some Bud Light cans after the.
I better take it down. TikTok's not gonna like that. Oh, and then Roseanne Barr's another one. She's another one that's a doozy. She's a Holocaust-denying Jewish woman. That's what she's turned into. Yep, that's it.
Hey, old bro. How are you doing? I'm here at Mar-a-Lago supporting Carrie Lake, and it was a fantastic evening, and our Trump is here being the DJ, and I've just danced, and everyone's amazed. I'm just going to say to you, please drop out of college because it's going to ruin your lives. Do me a favor, drop out. They don't teach you nothing good. Email me or Twitter me or whatever you call me, and I'll help you with your life, but you got to get out of college because it isn't nothing but devil-worshipping, baby blood-drinking Democrat donors.
I'm sorry, what was that again?
Get out of college because it isn't nothing but devil-worshipping, baby blood-drinking Democrat donors.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're clear on that's who is at Mar-a-Lago hanging out. Holocaust-denying Jewish woman who thinks Democrats are baby blood-drinking devil worshippers. Is that right? I think I got that right. These people are crazy. And they're running the country. Let's see. Oh, what we got? Bro. In case you guys ever doubt me, okay? This is from an episode we did April 16th of 2024. When was Trump's Madison Square Garden one? TikTok's going to take my video down for this if I play this. How do I log off TikTok Live? I'll play real quick. It's for historical reasons, TikTok. This is Madison Square Garden, 1939. I call this shit.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, that's all I'm going to play of it. But I told y'all. And then what happens? They had a fucking rally at Madison Square Garden. Okay? I mean, I for some reason, have been able to see between the lines on this whole thing this entire time. But that's a real, yeah. It's a historical video, so hopefully TikTok doesn't get mad. But no, that's exactly what they did. That's why they did the rally at Madison Square Garden, was to honor that. Here's a good video by, I won't play that because this, Michael. I have a video in here of some guy giving J.D. Vance the old HH salute and him running over and shaking his hand. I played that video so many times before the election, but we could never make it go viral for some reason. I mean, all the shit was in our face the whole time. Let me see. Am I still working at Amazon? No, I am not working at Amazon. I've never felt more unsafe at a job in my entire life. So I said, the hell with it. And I've been focusing on this. That's why I'm freaking broke right now. Now, after I fell and hit my head because I was icy as hell and I was delivering a package and I felt flat, like my feet. Woo! And the only thing that saved me is I had two, because it was like 8 degrees outside. I had 2 hoodies on and my hat, and it just was enough cushion to give me a slight concussion, but I didn't crack my head open. And I was in the middle of nowhere too. If I would have hit my head and just, I'd have been laying there. I mean, with some of the places we go, like you should not have to deliver packages over there. It's stupid. Mail people, the mail carriers don't even go to places Amazon packages go to. You know what I'm saying? And people don't give a shit. People don't care. So I said, the hell with it. I just got tired of busting my ass and them getting. Plus, the vehicles they give you are all busted up and unsafe, and just accidents waiting to happen. I don't know how they haven't been sued for promoting an unsafe work environment. I mean, truly. So it was only supposed to be seasonal anyway, just to get through the holidays, because I wanted to focus on this. And then now that we've been going to protests and stuff, it's been consuming all of my time. And now that I stream 6 days a week, actually this week it'll be 7. Sunday through Sunday. I've streamed 7 days a week in a row. Woohoo! All right, so let's go to the next one, April 23rd. What do we want to do? Let me look. Oh, I got May 7th. Final edits. Give me a second here. Oh my God, the stupid NFTs that Trump did.
I also had one of these, I'd say probably 7 or 8 months ago. How?
Yeah, I get sick of his voice. I know there's videos in here I made. There's a lot of edits in here. Hold on. RFK Jr. We were talking about him back in May. Hey, who was that? Doctor Who fan. Another £2. Thank you so much. Oh, come on.
For Europe, the Nazis, the invasion of Normandy, and the liberation of Europe. A brilliant star shone in the east, wise men traveled far. Really big beneficiaries. Whole state to be a sanctuary for criminal. Shield and shelter criminal. Look, wait. The members of our armed forces, and you understand that very well. And the internet, if you think about this, rich traditions of.
All right, so what I gotta do is I'll probably get in trouble on YouTube for the music, which I'm streaming on YouTube now, so at this point it doesn't matter. But you can go to CapCut. They have a desktop version, and let's see, what was that, May? Was that May 14th? Nope. Oh, there it is. And then I should be able to extract the music and get rid of it. Normalize loudness, isolate voice, keep vocal. Say you got a spot over here. You can. There's a lot you can do with CapCut, the desktop version. I don't do a lot of heavy editing, so I really don't need anything fancy. So I just use this. Usually it's just to make like montages and stuff like that. All right, so now there shouldn't be any audio or any music.
For Europe, the Nazis, the invasion of Normandy.
See, there you go.
And the liberation of Europe. A brilliant star shone in the east, wise men.
So if you ever have a video you want to cut and post online, especially on YouTube, you're worried about music, you can actually use CapCut to cut the audio and just localize the voice on it, which comes in handy. All right, so hold up. I need to get some paper. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay. There we go. I can use that for tomorrow. Okay. Moving on. 19th. Oh, that was the one we just done. Sorry. 21st. This is the one we had Brando on.
Well, it's been a while since I wrote a song, but there was no way I could let this one slip past me.
Actually, I can't play that because it's got music, even though it's from our show. Actually, I don't know if I get in trouble for that or not. I don't know if he copyrights his music or not. I doubt that he does. But no, we've had Tennessee Brand. He's a good friend of ours. I text him all the time. Roger Stone is insane. That's another one of Donald Trump's buddies. Moving on, May 26th.
I'm very.
I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I don't remember making a lot of these, okay? I've made so many videos, and I don't organize them right. So some of these I haven't seen in months. This shit's funny, dude. Oh, this guy. My daughter is 22. 22. Or she'll be 22. I'm sorry. My kids are 22 months apart. Ah, here's Marjorie Taylor Greene.
MTG, Mega's MVP.
What the hell, man? These people are so weird. That's what she would do, post videos of her like doing like this powerlifting stuff. Let me see here. Here's Project 2025. Steve Bannon, with him over here. He's involved in it. Vivek Ramaswamy. I forgot all about that guy. He's still around in this. I don't know what he does anymore. He was the first to go, too. I was like, yeah. Didn't see that coming, right? Oh, my God. Nothing good there. Oh, wait a second.
Go, Citizen Scott.
Stop it. These people draw pictures of Donald Trump, man. These people literally draw pictures of Donald Trump. Is that De Niro on the ground? I think it is.
Hey, hey.
Oh, I get it.
Ho,
All right, yeah. So
Robert De Niro has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Robert De Niro.
wow. Wow. And they say we have Trump derangement syndrome.
Jesus the Lord.
God, thank you.
They're crying. They are fucking crying. Bruh. Oh, the link tree. If you're, you said you couldn't find my link tree, it's in the description of this, or if you go to my channel page, it's on there too. You don't need to have link tree to open it up. You just click on the link and it should take you right there. Let me pull it up. So yeah, like if you go to my channel page and you'll see the link tree right here. And then if you just click on that, it'll take you right to it. And then, yeah. Or you mean you don't have GoFundMe. I don't know if you have to sign up for Go. You probably have to sign up, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, you have to somehow. I don't know how it works. On that end, we do have Cash App too. I believe that's in the description of the video too. If anybody's interested in doing that. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Cutting the Department of Education. They've been talking about that since June of last year. Nobody believed us. I don't know what Marjorie Taylor Greene's obsession with this George Floyd case, other than that she's just a raging racist. But she's been advocating for getting the guy that killed George Floyd released, like a congresswoman, for crying out loud. That's crazy, right? Nothing good here. What? Oh my God, look at these people, man.
And you feel so bad for him and everything he's been through. And my
we're not in a cult.
heart cries for him and his family.
He has a Trump pendant. This is a rapper. This is the guy I make fun of all the time, called Felicio Blow. I mean, Forgiato Blow. I call him Felicio Blow because his music sucks. Dick. Yeah. Big old truck, Trump rap on it. Big old gold chain with a big old Trump head as the pendant on it.
And just thank God for
What?
President Trump. He's the
Thank God for President Trump, she says. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. Trump whining about the heat.
What more can be said than thank God we're here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've ever known.
He just said worship and bring back the greatest president we've
What
ever
more
known.
can be said than thank God we're here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've ever known. Here in Sunset Park to worship and bring back the greatest president we've.
I'm telling y'all, they think he's some kind of divine sent by God or whatever, man. These people are batshit crazy, to put it extremely lightly. Oh, this is the episode. We did this episode on June 18th, where we finally called it what it was. This was the thumbnail. If you ever got to watch that one, June 18th, we did this episode. We've been calling this out for almost a year now. Over a year, but we actually officially made an episode where we talked about how similar Donald Trump's people that surround him are as those of, the guy from back then. Oh my God, this is a real ad. You guys have, oh my God, here, I forgot I had this video. This is what they do at Turning Point USA. Like they were doing this white boy summer thing. This is funny. I mean, it's disturbing. Damn it, I have music in it. I'm going to get in trouble on YouTube. I'm going to delete the VOD after this. But no, this is a real ad right here. From CPAC. They showed this on the screen. This is legit. I did not make this up. This isn't satire. This is real.
What if your choice of water could make a statement? What if it could symbolize your commitment to values like freedom, individuality, and self-reliance? Freedom 2.0 water isn't just about what's inside the bottle. It's about the message it sends with every sip. With labels like, this water isn't free, but your speech is. It's not just refreshing. It's rebellious, and it's unapologetic to drink this in public. Can you freaking believe it? But that's where we are. It's a reminder that even the most ordinary acts, like taking a sip of water, can be infused with meaning and purpose. Choosing to drink Freedom 2.0, you're not just choosing a brand, you're choosing
Freedom 2.0. They're selling Freedom Water, y'all. Freedom Water.
to stand up for what you believe in. Try Freedom 2.0 and tag me in your Instagram story for a repost. Hold on, drink break. What if your choice?
That's real. That's not even satire. This is a legitimate ad they played during their conference. Freedom Water. So you can make a statement with your water. Okay, these people. The funny part is somebody bought it. Somebody out there has bought Freedom Water. Every dumb, I swear to God, if they sold Donald Trump's farts in a bottle, these dumb shits would actually buy it. I swear to God. Kevin Sorbo, that's another one. Weirdo. June, July. Going after contraception. Steve Bannon is such a tool.
Remember, and that's about this show. It's obvious what they're trying to do. They're trying to shut down. Alex Jones is going to be liquidated here in a couple of days.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Oh, here's a good one. You know how they're promoting this, they say they're not now because of the backlash, but they actually wanted to make a reality TV show out of our migrants to fight for their citizenship. This is back in July 2nd of last year, Donald Trump talking about we should start a migrant fight club or a migrant fighting league like the UFC.
Tough. It is so tough. Dana White. Did anyone ever hear of Dana White? He's a legend, right? UFC, ultimate fighter, ultimate fighting. And he's a fantastic man. I said, Dana, I have an idea. Why don't you set up a migrant league of fighters and have your regular league of fighters? And then you have the champion of your league. These are the greatest fighters in the world. Fight the champion of the migrants. I think the migrant guy might win. That's how tough they are. He didn't like that idea too much, but actually it's not the worst idea I've ever had.
It's close. It's very close. Okay, so here's Kevin Roberts. I can use that one because that's for Project 2025. I don't need that video. This one's also about Project 2025, talking about loyalists. I'm telling you, these guys were in the background the whole time, and people just did not pay attention to it. But here's the loyalists, the whole firing everybody and hiring Trump loyalists. That's Heritage Foundation's idea. Here's the video of it.
If Heritage is calling for removing 50,000 federal employees, who are you replacing them with? The number and where do they come from? I mean, even if it's not 50,000, if it's 10,000, if it's 2,000, where are they coming from, and who are you replacing them with? Because I suspect a lot of those people you're talking about have been in the federal service for a long time and have served not just Republican administrations, but also Democratic administrations, et cetera.
They have, right. And 95% of them who give political contributions give them to the Democratic Party. I reject out of hand, Michael, that somehow
you're going to fire someone because they wrote a check to a Democratic candidate?
No, we're going to fire someone, and the number needs to be more than 50,000, considering that there are more than 2 million federal employees. Because over the last century, the radical left has seen the administrative state as the fourth branch of government. They're unelected bureaucrats. Nothing against your dad, obviously, as a human being. You know that about me and Heritage. But ultimately, we have to devolve power from the...
Yeah, so this video and more we'll have tomorrow, just to give you an idea. But I've been obsessed with Project 2025 since we started this, because I just had a gut feeling. Because I knew, as soon as I read it, I knew it was some straight up World War II playbook type shit. Oh my God. Remember when Donald Trump was shitting himself on stage?
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed debate night. I know there's a lot of wailing and gnashing of teeth and rending of garments, but I think the key moment of the evening, if I can give it to you, of course, is the time Donald John Trump, who's only person here whose mic is on at the moment, shits his pants on live television. Listen carefully after the words, "It's too much money."
Do you notice he never took out my tariffs because we bring in so much money with the tariffs that I imposed on China? He never took them away. He can't because it's too much money. It's tremendous, and we saved our steel industries. And the
There's multiple videos of Donald Trump shitting his pants. That was not a fart. That was not a fart. That was him completely evacuating his bowels while debating Biden, and nobody even talked about it. It wasn't even brought up. It's like, hey, maybe, just maybe. Oh, here's another hair. Oh, here you go, guys. Here you go. This was a Heritage Foundation video. Here's Donald Trump shaking the hands of Kevin Roberts. So for those of you out there that still doubt the Heritage Foundation is involved, here you go. Kevin Roberts on the left. Donald Trump has spoken at Heritage Foundation events. Oh, stop it. Kevin Roberts, this was him making threats. Yeah, I have a ton of stuff on these people. I have all the receipts. Let me see here. Oh my God. I have so much good stuff on here. This was another grift of Donald Trump's where he was selling money with his face on it. And his dumbass supporters actually took it to banks and tried to redeem it for money, like real money.
This $2 bill features President Trump's mugshot. Donald J. Trump makes history once again by becoming the first former president of the United States
Sister
to ever
Kendra,
be
love
criminally
it.
indicted. The powers that be have made good on their threats to get him by indicting him 4 times. On Thursday, August 24th, 2023, President Trump was formally arraigned in Fulton County, Georgia.
This is an ad that was on Truth Social, by the way. That's where I got this.
And this moment in history created the first mugshot of a United States president. In the photo, President Trump displays a furrowed brow and a determined gaze, showing he's ready to fight. He says he will never surrender.
Even though the picture is of him surrendering to the cops. You know, just minor detail, you know what I'm saying? Project 2025 was made for Trump. There you go.
We've been working with all of them on one project since soon after Joe Biden took the oath of office, before any conservative presidential candidates had even entered the race. As my friend and colleague Paul Dans before talked about briefly, our Project 2025 has developed a comprehensive policy agenda, but even more importantly, recruiting people, 20,000 people to go into the next administration.
All right, so I'm telling you guys, I got videos for days about these people. Steve Bannon promoting Project 2025. I got that too. Tomorrow's going to be a good show. I just got to find videos of Donald Trump being an idiot, which shouldn't be hard. I got a ton of those. Oh, let me put that one over there. Oh my God, this is starting to become a lot. All right, so Project 2025. Get rid of that one. Delete that one. Okay. 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 All right, moving on. Yeah, somebody's got to be careful playing on TikTok. Actually, probably TikTok's probably shut my shit down by now. I don't even know. Did they? My live has ended. Yep. Damn, it ended. What? May 24th. It was only on for 33 minutes? That's weird. What? Let's see what TikTok sent me. Hopefully I still have my account. Live violation. Oh, because I'm trying to fundraise. Your access to multi-guest will be restored. Mobile gaming and live studio will be restored. Misinformation? What the fuck? What misinformation did I give out? That's some bullshit, man. Appeal. God damn it. See, this is why I don't stream on TikTok. This is why I don't stream our show on TikTok. Misinformation. I have not said anything that other than facts and shown you fucking videos. You know what I'm saying? And TikTok. Misinformation. Eat shit. So now I can't even game on TikTok until... Oh my God, I fucking hate TikTok. Well, so much for that. Jesus Christ. I can't stand that app. Okay, anyways, moving on. Oh, this was right after the attempted assassination in Butler, Pennsylvania. Oh my God, this is, I think, of... this is from the RNC. I made some good videos for this. You ready? Here we go.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero, the President of America? That's what I thought. Enough was enough.
Now, I understand everyone's shit's emotional right now, but listen up. I got a 3-point plan to fix everything. Number one, we got this guy.
And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother.
Number two, he's got a higher IQ than any man alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble on YouTube too. Oh well. Hopefully I don't get too upset. Wait, I'm not monetizing this anyway, so it doesn't matter. Duh. So I can play those. Okay, but yeah, that was the RNC event. I have another one here. This is Brondo Final. Hold on a second.
For the last time, I'm pretty sure what's killing the crops is this Brondo stuff.
But Brondo's got what plants crave. It's got electrolytes.
So wait a minute. What you're saying is that you want us to put water on the crops?
Yes.
Water. Like out the toilet?
Well, I mean...
If you haven't seen the movie, they're so dumb in the future, they've been watering crops with an energy drink, and that's why all the plants are dying. We're almost there, man. Kevin Roberts again?
1 second, please.
Okay. We have confirmed news that Senator Vance is the vice presidential running mate. You will see a broad smile on my face because you may know that we're good friends. I will offer 2 comments.
J.D. Vance, vice president, is very good friends. You heard it out of Kevin Roberts' mouth. Dude, we are going to fucking crush these people tomorrow. Yeah. They were. That's the only reason J.D. Vance is even vice president, because that's what he's been groomed the entire time by like Peter Thiel, Heritage Foundation. That's their guy, man. That was their ticket into the White House. Plus, Donald Trump will sign anything they put in front of him. Oh, that's what I gotta find. He has no idea. And they're, you know what? They're scrubbing the transcripts from the White House website. So like every time Donald Trump gives a speech or something, there's a transcript on the White House website for all the presidents. Well, when you read Donald Trump's words, they sound insane, and they're starting to realize that, and they're actually scrubbing the White House website of all of Donald Trump's transcripts, which is hilarious to me. And they're covering up. It's always projection with these people. They're pointing at Biden saying they covered up his mental illness. I'd say deleting transcripts. is pretty much the same thing. If you're trying to cover up that he sounds like a crazy person. And JD Vance is not better. JD Vance is not better. If anything, he kind of scares me even more than Trump does for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. I'll still never understand how these people got elected. It's truly unbelievable. All right, I think I found enough Project 2025 videos, so I can start just focusing on Donald Trump looking like an insane person. Here was him at the Bitcoin conference. Once he realized that he could just get unlimited funds through Bitcoin funneled from anybody, because he used to say Bitcoin was a scam. It's on his Twitter profile. It's from like 2019. He said Twitter's a scam. Or not Twitter, but Bitcoin is a scam, or whatever you want to call it. Crypto's a scam. But yeah, here's Don Jr. being high as hell. He is zooming. I think this is when he's interviewing JD Vance, and JD Vance can't even get a word in. This is great.
Like, there's some of them are like, we don't even want white women. Like, it doesn't, like, we need to check like 3 or 4 boxes so you can end up in, like, if you're like, you know, a trans communist, this, that, and the other, like, you too can be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company with no experience whatsoever. He's actually spent real time with them. Like, and he's sort of, I would say he's the blue-collar billionaire. And 15 years ago when I said it, people used to shit all over me. Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you don't understand. And now they understand. What the borders are, wrote the article. It wasn't even like it was the same publication. It was the same journalist. I'm like, this you? Like, to literally save democracy, because it's literally at risk, JD. Now they're pretending, no, she's a moderate. They did the same thing with Joe Biden. He's going to be so moderate. He's so moderate. Look, he's moderate.
Yeah.
The policies were not. I hate to say it, but like literally, no, like, but it's like me, a couple other people that we're friends with that are like, hey guys, here are the facts, but you're not going to get that. Honestly, you may not get that on.
Yeah. Wow. 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 Holy cow. Yeah. I know we have to say allegedly and all that for legal reasons, but come on. Please. Please. Dude is cooked. Literally cooked. Aiden Ross, he's another moron that supported Donald Trump. He's one of those crypto bros. He's hosted people like Andrew Tate. Just total waste of space. Very bad influence on kids. Very bad. He knows he has a young audience. He promotes gambling. He promotes just terrible people. I can't stand when they elevate just awful people like that. There's a video of him trying to read, then he just can't read. I think it's this episode. Joe Rogan, we can thank him too. He's another one. That guy went down the rabbit hole and never came back. This is an actual conversation Donald Trump had with Elon Musk. I think it's one of the Twitter spaces they did. When he says, this is the stuff he says, like conversations with Vladimir Putin, I think.
And again, I said to Vladimir Putin, I said, don't do it. You can't do it, Vladimir. You do it, it's going to be a bad day. You cannot do it. And I
And this is why Vladimir Putin doesn't respect Trump or doesn't take him serious, because he's an idiot.
told him things that what I do, and he said, no way. And I said, way. And you know, it's the last time we ever had the conversation.
No way. Way. It's like Wayne's World, I think. Oh, that's great. That's great. Wind energy and the TV. What is this one?
It's not wind that goes around and around. And darling, let's watch the president's State of the Union speech tonight. I'm sorry, we won't be able to do it. The wind isn't blowing, darling.
Oh.
We have no electricity. We have no electricity, darling. We won't be able to watch tonight, but perhaps sometime during the week it will be blowing and we'll be able to get our television on it.
He's talking about wind energy. He doesn't understand. Yeah, he doesn't understand how that works. So he thinks if the wind isn't blowing, you can't watch TV. Yeah. Okay. All right. August 20th. AOC, I'd like to see more of her. I'd like her to be elevated within the Democratic Party. Get rid of some of these corporate politicians. I'm so tired of them. Somebody mentioned roast vote in the comments, didn't you? Well, guess what?
Meet Russ Vogt.
Russell Vogt, the former director of the Office of Management and Budget.
All right. You guys know who this is, right?
He's been called the most dangerous MAGA diehard you've never heard of.
I am opposed to the Department of Education because I think it's the Department of Critical Race Theory.
The Russ Vogt were comrades in arms.
Formerly a cabinet member and chief lieutenant in the first Trump admin,
I want to thank Russ for doing an incredible job.
he now runs a group called Center for Renewing America.
An organization that I helped turn into the Death Star that is accomplishing all the debates that you are reading about. I think you have to rehabilitate Christian nationalism. You have the largest deportation in history, block funding for Planned Parenthood. I want to be
That's
the
in
person
the
that
bill.
crushes the deep state.
Vogt is one of the key authors of the
What he just said, blocking funding for Planned Parenthood, that's in the bill. The big, beautiful bill. I told you it's Project 2025.
blueprint for a second Trump administration.
Project 2025.
It's an ambitious 920-page blueprint.
Like eliminating the Department of Education.
The mass firings of civil servants.
Banning access to the abortion pill and further restricting abortion rights.
Yep. Got you, bitch. I got all these videos on these people. I'm going to blow them out of the water tomorrow. I just wish everybody would have paid attention, man. I found it. I got evidence on JD Vance being a fucking Nazi. So I can say that word now since we're off TikTok and I got banned on it. Watch this video. Yeah. Let me pause it. Okay, JD Vance right there. Guy doing a Hitler salute at JD Vance. This is on the campaign trail. I tried to make this video go viral when I found it. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody fucking cared. We could have stopped this in its tracks. When we called them out, but you know, they were like, you guys are crazy. They're not Nazis. They can't happen in the United States. Well, here's proof. Guy Nazi saluting Vance, and then Vance laughing and going over and immediately shaking his hand. There you go. That's JD Vance shaking the hand of the guy who just gave him the old Hitler salute, waving goodbye, and then laughing as he leaves. That's what these people are, guys. That's what these people are. Yeah, I can't believe nobody gave a shit. I mean, some people did, but I thought it was I thought it was the most important video I've ever found, but apparently most people didn't think the same way. More Russ Vogt stuff.
In recent weeks, the plans have become so controversial that Trump has been forced to distance himself.
They're sort of the opposite of the radical left, okay? You have the radical left and you have the radical right. And they come up with this, I don't know what the hell it is, it's Project 25.
Are you ready? I know nothing about Project 25. I haven't seen the document. I don't intend to really see the document.
But behind closed doors, Vogt tells us not to take Trump's disavowal seriously.
I expect you to hear 10 more times from the rally.
Wait, hold up. Possum, did you just say they put a total ban on regulating AI? Oh, God. That was so fucked, man. I'll have to look into that more. That's a new one. That's a new one. If that's true, that's new. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so that was the plan the whole time. This undercover reporting duo invited Russ Vogt under the guise of they are donors, I think it was, and they secretly recorded this, released it, and nobody cared. The Russ Vogt literally says that yes, Donald Trump is going to go out on a campaign trail and say he has nothing to do with us. That's the plan. That is the plan. And that's what Donald Trump did. And his followers were like, he said he ain't nothing to do with Project 2025. Come to find out, they are the government, man. They are running the show. They're writing the policies. He has no idea what he's signing half the time. I got to find videos of that. Oops. Go back. August 27th. Conspiracy theory special. So we got some great videos in here. I'm actually kind of glad I'm going through all of them so I forgot I had a lot of these. So I think I'm good on tomorrow. I just got to see now. I'm going to take these videos and I'm going to cut them down and decide which ones I want to use for the show tomorrow with Mike, because we can only do like, I try to keep it like 11 to 13 videos per podcast. So the live streaming, that's why it's different. You know what I mean? This is, I consider live streaming. And even though our podcast is live, I consider that the podcast. But me just hanging out and, you seeing my computer screen while I click around or go over news stories, I don't consider that part of the podcast. Even though I've actually been doing this more often than not. I like doing this. I like doing the live stream thing. We're at 2 hours now. And again, if you're just joining, or if you haven't been on for very long, this is an effort to fundraise. If you guys are looking to help, I am looking to raise money for this event. My son and I, oh my God, hey, thank you so much. Anonymous, thank you for the $10. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Jeanette, again. You stay donating, Jeanette. Yeah, I always feel so weird. I don't know why. Thank you so much. We're getting there. We'll get to $1,000. We still have a couple weeks to go. I thought I would just do today to see if I could even, honestly, I want to challenge myself to just see if I could sit here and talk with no plan whatsoever. I had no plan. I didn't even know how the show was going to go. I didn't know if I was going to be on 15 minutes and be like, this is dumb, I'm going to get off now. Or if I'd been able to talk for even longer. But thank you so much, guys. We actually been able to raise a little bit of money. I'm not going to do a marathon. I don't know how I'm going to just stay on. Like, I don't know how these kids do it for like hours. And they're 24 hours, some of these kids do these streams. But yeah, anyway, if you go to our YouTube channel, anywhere in the videos, or if you go to our channel page, you'll see the link tree is the first one. You'll also see the link for Stop Moms for Liberty, which we always help promote. So if you want to get involved with your kids' education and make sure their education is protected from the fascism and all that, you can get involved there with Stop Moms for Liberty. Liz is down in Florida, Brevard County, ground zero for all this. So, but link tree right there. Click on a link tree, and then the first one up top is our donor page, our GoFundMe page. And that's specifically for the DC event for me and my son to go. It'll be my son's first time going to DC and his first protest. It'll be my 7th of the year. But yeah, so we are trying to raise money for that. I really want him to go. I want to go to the Vietnam Memorial so I can get pictures. I have family on it, so I want to get a picture of that if I can. Last time we briefly went to the museum, but weren't able to stay very long because they closed at like 5:30. But that's the nice thing about DC. All the museums are free to go to. So if you ever want something to do that's cheap and amazing, and you're close to DC, like a day trip, it'd be absolutely fantastic. Air and Space Museum. I highly recommend the Air and Space Museum. And the American History Museum, too. That's a good one, too. They're all good. They're all good. But on here, the first link is our GoFundMe for this specific trip. And then we also have merch. Our podcast is the third one down. So if you click on that, that'll take you right to the YouTube channel. And then we also have my Instagram, Mike's Instagram, James's Instagram, my Monday night co-host. our Blue Sky, even our TikTok. And then we also have a second fundraiser that we've been trying to raise money for a year and a half. That was a little bit bigger. That's a $10,000 goal. But that's for equipment and like a legit studio equipment so we can do a proper podcast. And I would like to even help get people involved where I could actually start paying them for their contributions, which would be cool. So we somehow need to get sponsors. I think it's the only way we're ever going to be able to pull this off. Because being a grassroots organization and relying solely, because we don't, like I said, we don't do ad revenue on YouTube for the most part, except for our shorts. I think they're automatically, which I'm probably going to get in trouble for one of those two that I just posted. But yeah, so this is what we rely on, small dollar donations, in order to keep fighting the cause and keep live streaming these events for you. We'd like to bring as many as we possibly can. And then again, I'll be at Atlantic City on the 14th. No King's Day, Donald Trump's birthday. The day he's holding a big old parade for himself. Such bullshit. How much money has that guy spent? $1 billion so far after we got to be at least $500 million in taxpayer money on trips and golf and NASCAR events and UFC events and parades for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, at what point? And his followers are just so diehard. That's why I tell people, don't waste your breath. Don't waste your breath on MAGAs. You really don't need to. If the people that voted for Trump realize they made a mistake and decide that they're not going to vote for him anymore or support him anymore, great. We don't have to be friends. I'm not going to forgive you. You voted for a fascist. Okay, you helped almost or possibly end democracy, still up in the air until the Senate votes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to come over to the side of the forces of good, great, but that doesn't mean we have to be friends. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to waste my breath convincing these diehard MAGAs that they made a mistake and they should look at things a different way, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're wasting your time. There are people, though, out there that have, they feel like they made a mistake, or, first time. I think I picture there's a lot of first-time voters that really did not know anything about politics and voted for Donald Trump because they saw him on a Joe Rogan podcast or some other podcast. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, oh, he's cool. Whatever these kids think. I don't know. They may have realized they made a mistake. I hope. But these diehards, they're never going to get it. They're never going to get it. Oh, shit. You know what? I think this is the video of the guy talking about. Yep, here you go. Donald Trump is incontinent. Here's not me saying it. Here's somebody that worked on The Apprentice saying it.
He would often soil himself on The Apprentice set. He's incontinent from all the speed, all the Adderall he does, the cocaine that he's done for decades. All that stuff has a laxative, and it has an effect on your bowels, and his are uncontrollable. He's worn diapers since probably the 90s, but I saw it firsthand in the 2000s on Celebrity Apprentice in late 2000s, and we'd have to stop the show and change him, and that was Keith Schiller's job. He would take him off set, he would wipe him down. Our nickname for Keith was Wet Wipes. It's not a joke. It's happened several times, and you've seen it happen while he's in office.
Imagine your nickname being fucking Wet Wipes. Dude, how would you... I'd kill myself. He had somebody that would wipe his ass. So much so, he's literally like a giant baby. He's literally like a giant fucking baby who had to be on a big old changing table. I just picture his legs up in the air, and they're like, good boy, Donnie, little baby powder on it. Yeah, I think the pressure's getting to Trump, man. I don't think he was really ready for all hell breaking loose like it is. I don't know if this guy's going to be able to make it. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. See, here he is falling asleep. This was October 22nd. Like, Jesus Christ, we've had all this evidence, and it's still Somehow they voted for him. Amazing, right? I honestly, I wanted to throw up the day that he won. It was heartbreaking. It really was. I didn't think there was a chance in hell. I really didn't. I was actually overconfident, I think. Because, I mean, I saw the crowds. We saw the crowds. Oh, here's them at the rally. And, yeah, there's the rally at Madison Square Garden. Here's him on the Joe Rogan show. Yep, okay. I got the JD Vance Nazi one. May as well just keep that out because I'm going to start pushing that one hard. If anybody wants that video, let me know. I can post it to like Twitter or something and you can download it and share it yourselves if you'd like to. Yeah, so. All right, I found enough Project 2025 videos. Like, these are the ones I don't want to give you guys all the stuff I'm working on for tomorrow because I still have to find Donald Trump literally not knowing what he's signing. So I have to go through a bunch of Trump signing executive order videos to just prove that he really has no clue what he's doing. He's just there to, he's basically just to be a showpiece. And yeah, it's real. The shadow government is real. It is Project 2025. I've got all the proof I need, I think, to prove to everybody that it is. You know, so, but then I also want to work on some funny Trump videos too that I don't want to give away for your tomorrow. Oh, because I want you to watch tomorrow's show as well. Oh man, I can't believe I'm streaming 7 days a week now. So yeah, again, I'm gonna get out of here because I realized I have a Zoom meeting in an hour that I totally forgot about. So I want to thank you guys though for donating. I wanted to protect, I wanted to do this really long podcast kind of thing, but this is good. 2 hours is good. I think 2 hour blocks are good enough for today, or good enough for a day, right? I shouldn't have to stream all day. We talked a lot. I keep like talk 2 hours straight. How's that even possible? But yeah, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. If you know of anybody, family members or anything like that, maybe you want to donate to a good cause. We are a good cause. We are a good cause. And again, all this money that you donate for this here is going straight to the DC trip to cover hotels and food and all that expenses and whatnot. I'm hoping to get a better mobile microphone set before then, but it depends on how much money I'm able to raise in the meantime. But we'll be back on tomorrow. Monday, we're not going to do a show because it's Memorial Day. Just because I don't want, it's the holiday. Jesus Christ. Everybody's working for free for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do this because we do it out of love. It's a passion project for us. So, yeah, I don't want to push everybody too hard. And mental health is very important to me, so I don't want everybody to get burned out, including myself, as I'm streaming 7 days a week now. We'll figure it out. But yeah, you guys have been loyal since the beginning, man. I love all of you. You guys have made this a really cool journey. It's only because of you that I'm pursuing this full time, because I think we truly can make something of this. If I didn't have 100% faith in this project, I wouldn't be pursuing it. I'm the type of person, if I see that there's not an end result that I can achieve, that I will not do it. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I have to have an attainable goal. And even though my goal is absolutely ridiculous, I still feel it's attainable, especially after all the amount of work that everybody's put into it. So I feel like this is going to be our year. I feel like June 6th could be one of the biggest days of our show as far as, people that we get to meet. Dr. Who fan, you're still on here, man. You better go to bed. It's like midnight there now. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to do some good interviews, and I'll get my son out of the house and go on a road trip together with him. Our first road trip we've taken in years together. So we don't get out much, unfortunately. But thanks guys for watching, man. It was a good couple hours. And I'm starting to prove to myself that I am able to hop on here and just wing it and still be able to talk to you guys about some important shit. And I got to show you my video collection a little bit. I told you guys I have a lot of videos. And that was just half of them. I stopped because I have all of the Project 2025 videos I need. So now I just got to find videos of Trump signing executive orders. Fun, man. I'm telling you. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Again, if you want to donate, please do. The link tree is in the description here in the video. It's in the channel page. On the channel page, first link on the top of the link tree is our GoFundMe. If you don't like GoFundMe, I did put my Cash App just in case in the description of the video as well, if that's easier for you. Some people don't like GoFundMe for whatever reason. But we love you all. What time tomorrow? 2 p.m. 2 p.m. East Coast time. We'll be on live, me and Mike, having a good old time. And then we're going to have a couple shows this weekend, a couple shows the following weekend, and then that whole next week, I'm going to be playing for DC and really trying to lock everything down. Because, again, I got to reserve hotels, and I haven't done that yet, and it's only 2 weeks away. And there's supposed to be tens of thousands of people there, so I'm hoping to at least I want to go to the same hotel we went last time because it was nice, and it wasn't that far away, and it was reasonably priced. So we'll see what happens. Thanks, guys, for all your support. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. East Coast time, Mike and I'll be on talking shit about Project 2025 and Donald Trump, his mental decline, which should be pretty obvious at this point if they're deleting transcripts off the White House website. That's hilarious. But love you guys. Have a great rest of your day. If you guys see me back online on Twitch or TikTok, if TikTok lets me back on, I'll be playing video games. If not, they've banned me for, it looks like, a week on TikTok. Fantastic. All right. But no worries. We'll bring the show to you no matter what, even if I have to sacrifice my TikTok account.